the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill, and he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flag. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a first down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 22. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Jason Sanders to kick off forward.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off play action. It's Howell. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division. Looking real. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Howell. Complete, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This time they'll throw it with Howell. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Again, it's Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Howell. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Another try after the first down sack. Howell broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the ground is Jacobs. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Robinson up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, Howell to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Robinson with another carry.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to throw. Howell.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will tie us at 24 all.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Back to throw now on first down.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The give, here's Robinson.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll go play action. Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, nice move. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Well, with the fumble he hit earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Howell.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Counter play with Jacobs, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
With one final shot.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week.